Phil Heath's call for compassion and perspective amid the Martin Fitzwater backlash. In recent days, the bodybuilding world has watched an intense conversation unfold surrounding Martin Fitzwater, a rising star whose behavior at the 2026 Arnold Classic and subsequent reactions online sparked widespread discussion, criticism, and even backlash across social media and industry platforms. Amid all this, one voice that stood out was Phil Heath, the seven-time Mr. Olympia, offering a thoughtful and measured perspective on how the sport should respond when a competitor faces both scrutiny and backlash. Heath's comments weren't just about Fitzwater specifically, they were about the culture of the sport itself, how fans and members of the bodybuilding community discuss athletes, and what it means to balance accountability with compassion. The Fitzwater situation: what happened? At the 2026 Arnold Classic, one of the sport's premier events, Martin Fitzwater finished in the top ranks of the men's open division. However, during the awards and interactions with fellow competitors, moments were caught on video that many fans interpreted as unsportsmanlike behavior. For example, he appeared to shake hands with all competitors except one, Nick Walker, and later on social media explicitly said he refused to shake him because he hates him. Reports even surfaced alleging a backstage shove toward Walker. These actions caused a wave of online criticism, with some headlines and fan commentary questioning professionalism and decorum at elite levels of the sport. Additionally, Fitzwater's online posts, where he labeled bodybuilding media as trash, intensified the backlash and made the situation even more emotionally charged. Across threads and discussions on platforms like Reddit, many fans expressed frustration over what they viewed as unprofessional conduct, while others noted that mental health and stress caused by intense competition may play a role in how athletes behave publicly after emotionally charged events. Phil Heath steps in, a message of balance. Amid this turbulence, Phil Heath weighed in with a statement that quickly circulated through social media and bodybuilding discussion circles. Heath's response was notable not just for what he said but how he approached it. His message was grounded in respect, clarity, and an acknowledgement that athletes are more than their worst moments. Here are the key themes in Heath's statement. 1. Sportsmanship and respect still matter. Heath was clear, he does not condone poor sportsmanship or disrespect in the sport. Bodybuilding, like any competitive discipline, is built on discipline, respect, and integrity, and behavior that undermines those values is disappointing. This is a theme many athletes and commentators echo when discussing conduct during and after competitions. 2. Rejecting mob mentality. At the same time, Heath cautioned strongly against mob mentality, the rush to condemn or destroy someone's career based on a single incident. He noted that responding to an athlete's momentary mistake by trying to ruin their life or career isn't constructive. That sentiment reflects a call for measured, responsible reactions rather than emotional piling on. 3. Mental health is real. One of the most important parts of Heath's commentary was his emphasis on mental health, something he says is still under-discussed in bodybuilding. Behind every bodybuilder's physique and public persona are real human beings dealing with immense pressure, expectations, and scrutiny. Heath implored the community to think beyond the surface and consider the emotional toll of elite competition and public visibility. For accountability and grace can coexist. Heath framed his viewpoint around the idea that two truths can be true at the same time: behavior may be inappropriate, yet the collective response should not be destructive. This reflects a nuanced view that accountability doesn't have to devolve into cruelty. 5. Focus on the sport, not the spectacle. Finally, Heath pointed out that turning these moments into viral spectacles detracts from the feats of the athletes who earned their spotlight. Fans and participants alike should remember that the sport is about performance, achievement, and celebration of hard work, and not about relishing someone's misstep. Why Heath's commentary matters. Phil Heath is not just a former champion, he is widely respected as one of the most influential figures in modern bodybuilding. His willingness to address a contentious topic with balance and compassion resonates because he has lived the highs and lows of elite competition. His 7 Mr. Olympia titles required immense discipline and exposure to public scrutiny, giving him a basis to speak on mental pressure. He is seen as an ambassador for the sport. Heath's prominence means his words carry weight with both fans and aspiring athletes. His message bridges performance and humanity. Heath isn't dismissing professional standards, instead, he is reminding the community that humans make mistakes, and how we respond says as much about us as the athlete. In the context of a moment where emotions were inflamed, Heath offered a broader perspective, one that calls for maturity, empathy, and a shift away from reflexive negativity. The bigger picture, how the community is responding. The bodybuilding community's reaction to the Fitzwater situation has been mixed. On platforms like Reddit, many comments worried about professionalism and criticized Fitzwater's conduct. Others stressed that athletes must handle criticism with grace, reminding fans, as Heath did, that mental health and context matter. Meanwhile, journalists and commentators have debated whether governing bodies should adopt clearer conduct policies for athletes, ensuring standards for behavior on and off stage without resorting to excessively punitive measures. Moving forward, a chance for growth. Phil Heath's statement serves not merely as a reaction to one situation, but as a reminder of the values that can strengthen the sports culture. His message encourages the bodybuilding community, athletes, fans, and media alike, to hold athletes accountable without destroying them. Recognize the pressures of high-level competition. Approach public controversies with perspective and empathy. Shift focus back to athletic achievements and the joy of competition. Whether the Fitzwater situation continues to unfold or eventually fades from spotlight, Heath's words underscore a deeper principle. Grace and growth can coexist with accountability, and the sport can be stronger for it.